Carolina. What can change in such a short period of time for these two teams?
I really hope our shooting percentage changed quite a bit. You know, we were 1 for 16 in the first quarter. And we played, a fair amount of defense, and we've got to put those shots away against a good team like this, and we can't keep playing catch-up as the game goes on.
What'd you learn in a similarly tough ACC tournament last year? When you look at this year, it's 4 top 6 teams fighting for this trophy.
Yeah, it's really grueling. You know, it's a lot of talk between the coaches about the tournament, and the 4 teams that are in it have been through quite a bit and had some pretty good success against other tough ACC teams. And your hope is to go in and beat your next opponent and try to win the ACC tournament, and more importantly, come out healthy so you're ready to go for the NCAAs.
And how much health-wise has this now week and a half really between games helped you out at this time of the year?
I think it's helped us quite a bit. You know, we had Henry missed the Hobart game, missed half of the Carolina game basically, and then Randy had missed quite a bit going into this, and I think it was about 50-60% in the last game. So coming off a Hobart game, we got to play a lot of people, rest the guys pretty much for a half, and then have the number of days off before the tournament has really helped us going into the season this time of year.
Now that he's pled guilty, do you have any kind of future on Hayes McGinley quick on this team?
I think Hayes has gone through quite a bit, done a lot of his own to make sure that he's learned from this situation, and I think he has. I think he's learned quite a bit, and he's got to go through a little bit more of a process before we can say anything else.
In the future, do you hope to have him back on the team?
I think he's got to go through this process first before we can make more comments on it.
What process are you referring to, just to clarify?
I think a university process.
Coach, with UNC, got down 5-0 the last time. How do you come out better this time?
Yeah, I thought that we watched the film quite a bit first of all, and we had 16 shots in the first quarter, and we came out with 1 goal, and you can't have that kind of percentage against a team like this. I thought a lot of our shots were really high quality shots. We're 4, 5, 6 yards of the goal. I know their goalie had a number of saves, and we hit the pipe a few times, but this team's going to score goals, and we have to get goals ourselves, especially early in the game, if we want to keep up and come out with a victory at the end.
Have there been any adjustments to combat struggling on the road at all? Is that just a mental thing? Is that what do you attest that to?
I'm sorry, the first part of your question?
Just struggling on the road in games, both losses this season.
Yeah, we haven't been on the road very much this year. We've most of our games have been at home and one on a neutral site. So we've worked all week long practicing on the grass outside, and we hope we're going to have better success going forward. So the more road games we're going to play, the better off we're going to be going into games this time of year, especially ACC and the NCAAs.
Coach, it's a little weird from a scheduling standpoint, I guess, to go into the ACC tournament, sort of a postseason-like feel, then you come back and play Colgate, and then you're back into NCAA tournament postseason play. How do you sort of motivate the team throughout those 3 weeks? Is it different, or is it kind of like from now on, it's sort of a postseason feel?
Well, it is a postseason feel, and you've got the ACC tournament this weekend, and we're playing our first opponent that's beat us during the season. So that's incentive in itself, and whoever comes out in the next game, we hope to have an opportunity to play those teams. And I think it's good to have a Colgate game the week after. I think that if you had 2 weeks off before the NCAAs, it'd be a lot of standing around. So to have the ACC tournament, have a week to get ready for Colgate, and then find out who our opponent's going to be, on that Sunday.
With so many ACC teams kind of stockpiled at the top, do you put any stock into seeding for the NCAA tournament?
I think it's good to have good seeding. I think you want a first round game if you can, going into the ACC or the NCAAs. And it's quite a bit coming off the ACC tournament, but usually the higher seed, the better bracket you're in going into the NCAAs. And if you're not in the top 8, then you're going to be on the road your first game.
I think this is Bobby kind of worked on going back and playing UNC again.
I think they shot extremely well, and we didn't help them out a lot defensively on some of the shots that they got. I think he's learned for it. He's seen their tendencies of the individual players. He's had another week to get ready for that. So I think that will help, and I think he's anxious to get back out there against this team in a game situation.
Even though you went to Warren in the second half, is your hope to have Bobby there 60 minutes kind of player again?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. You know, I think especially in the clearing situations, we gave up a couple goals in the second half, and you know, in that game, it just I was looking for some kind of spark, some kind of change. You know, putting a lefty in instead of a righty. I thought they were shooting extremely well, and this one, I don't think we're going to have to do that in this game.